Thank you, everyone, for coming to another night of streaming music from Club Passim. This is the third night in a row that we've actually been here in the venue, and we're so excited to be doing more live streams here with a handful of invited folks. Pretty soon, we're going to start looking out to members of Passim to come in and be test audiences as we get our sea legs back into the real time of putting on live music night after night here at Club Passim. A few things about the venue before we get started. We've been around as a venue for over 60 years in Harvard Square, but the last 26 as a nonprofit organization. We're not just a music club. We also have a music school. We have outreach programs. We have festivals. We have our Campfire Festival coming up next weekend. And then our summertime version of our Celtic Music Festival is happening over 4th of July weekend. And we also give grants to artists. Every year we give out $40,000 in grants to New England-based artists through our Iguana Music Fund. And in the past year, since the pandemic happened, we have raised and distributed over $160,000 to artists in need through the Passim Emergency Artist Relief Fund. We're able to do all of this with folks like you being generous and making donations. Please consider making a donation tonight at passim.org/stream. Hit that donate button. We recommend a $20 donation. That is what a normal ticket price would be, but whatever you can afford helps. This is how artists are able to survive these days. It's how venues and artists are able to make money. So please make a donation if you can. But also we ask that you share the link. That is a great way to help the word get out to everybody out there. We want people tuned in, whether they can afford to donate or not. We want you engaged and want you enjoying the music. So thank you for being here. Again, the link to hit the donate button is passim.org/stream. Keep an eye out for reopening plans as we get closer and closer to those magical days when we're going to have you all packed into this room once again. But right now, we are thrilled to welcome to the Club Passim stage, Alice Howe.
Good evening, everyone. It is so good to be back in this wonderful space. Thank you to my teeny tiny audience for being here. You guys say something so that they know I'm not just crazy. Okay, good. Whew. All right, I'm ready now. I walked out in a storm the other night. I walked out into the river as it raged above its banks the other night. I was sure the current would part around my waist, but I reached out for your hand. I admit I was afraid. Strong swimmer though I know myself to be. Hey darling, you've been away so so long. See how the trees have grown since you've been gone. I went down to the water's edge. Well, I went down to the water as the sun sank low behind the ridge. The last deep breath of summer lies blazing in the sky, and one step towards those mountains and I'd grow the wings to fly. Every whisper of the waves upon the shore tells me so. Hey darling, you've been away so long. Hey darling, hey, you've been away so long. see how my garden's grown since you've been gone. Ooh. Looking back on all these years. Well, it plays out like a movie, and somehow in a blink it disappears. When you're in the moment, it's so hard to read the signs. You just need that perspective that you only gain in time. I'm just trying to build a life that lets me follow who I am. Hey, darling, you've been away so been away so long. See how the trees have grown since you've been gone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to all of you who are out there. I feel you. I can't see you, and thank you to you dear people who are here tonight. Got my mom, my oldest friend in the world and his girlfriend, and a couple folks from Passim and Brandon running his video cameras. I'm just so excited to have these people here with me. So thanks, Matt and Abby and Chuck. Felt really good to walk in here tonight and be welcomed. I hear it might thunder, so maybe we'll get some exciting rhythm section that I wasn't expecting. We'll see. I had one of those Boston, New England skies, just looking summery and foreboding. So we'll see what happens. And for those who are watching online, just know that for once I can't see your comments, which is probably a good thing for my focus and concentration, but I'll read them later. And I look forward to that. Every night I have the strangest dream. All these ghosts are talking to me, laid down in my bed, and I can hardly sleep. These Homeland Blues have got a hold of me. Well, I went over to my cousin's house to see if we could figure it out. He said it's plain to see you got them Homeland Blues. What hope have I got if what you're saying is true? And I got them Homeland Blues. Don't you know I got them Homeland Blues? I got them homeland blues. Honey, pull over, I got them homeland blues. The sooner I book my ticket, the sooner I'll come running back to you. I asked my mother, do you know what I mean? She could hardly look up at me, had her eyes to her paper, and I knew she had them too. Had her eyes on her coffee, and I knew she had them too. Have you ever missed something that you never even had? You're down so low and you feel so bad. That's when you know you got them homeland blues. I said that's when you know that you got them homeland blues. And I got them homeland blues. Don't you know I got them homeland blues? Said I got them homeland blues. Honey, pull over, I got them homeland blues. The sooner I book my ticket, the sooner I'll come running back to you. I went outside and I couldn't get a cab. All distracted by the night we had, I sat down on the curb, nursing my homeland blues. I'm half out in the street and I'm nursing my homeland blues. When my American soul gets lonely sometimes, I take a walk and it clears my mind, and I hold you tight to shake my homeland blues. I hold on tight and I shake my homeland blues. And I got them homeland blues. Don't you know I got them homeland blues? Said I got them homeland blues. Try to tell you I got them homeland blues. The sooner I book my ticket, the sooner I'll come running back to you. If home is where I left it, the sooner I'll come running back to you. Thanks. You guys are really making it count. These 5 clappers, 6, 7. I am loving it. I don't know if it's my ego or just, I don't know what it is. There's something about it. My friend who was here, he watched one of my shows online, and he texted me afterward and said, Alice, you've gotten really good at talking to yourself in an empty room. I was like, yeah, I have. I've worked hard on that this last year. It's been fun, though. I've really enjoyed connecting with so many of you who are watching through the weekly show that I've been doing, Inside Live with Freebo, and we've got a few more episodes of that coming up. And it's honestly kept me sane. I feel like having that weekly, just the marker of time. Okay, it's Wednesday. It's time to perform. You know, it's kept me honest. It's not the same as taking new songs out on the road, but I'm glad I wasn't completely left to my own devices with no accountability for a year. Well, I started off with a couple songs from my first release, my EP, and I think I'll move into my latest record, Visions, some stuff from that, and then I've got some new songs to share tonight too. So this is the opening cut from from Visions. It's called Twilight. First song that I wrote for that album, and definitely one of my favorites. Thanks to Freebo for writing this one with me. Twilight. I know a dirt road in the late afternoon where the shade and the sunlight gather in pools. There are trees to the right, twisted and wild. To my left is the sea like a glimmering eye. Well, I'm not the first one, and I won't be the last who's come to this crossroads and breezed on past, with my destination my only concern, one foot on the gas as the yellow light turns. And there's nothing like being alone at twilight, the ocean and I each approaching high tide, held aloft on the waves of my pride. I'm better off walking alone at twilight. My lover is steady, and he tells me be still and take a deep breath. He's still hoping I will, but my mind keeps on racing till I'm far out of sight, at the end of the road on the threshold of night. And there's nothing like being alone at twilight, the ocean and I each approaching high tide, held aloft on the waves of my pride. I'm better off walking alone at twilight. Well, the sun's gone down and the twilight is past, and that magic hour, it never lasts. It's a long strand of pearls, one that I'll never own, and the answers I seek are the smallest of stones. So I work till I'm tired, then I lay down to rest, and that takes just a bit of this weight off my chest. But the years stretch before me, I admit that it's true. This restless pursuit is what I'm called to do. And there's nothing like being alone at twilight, the ocean and I each approaching high tide, held aloft on the waves of my pride. I'm better off walking alone. Yeah, I hate to leave being alone at twilight. Thank you. Sounds really good, Matt. Thank you. Sounds good. Matt and Abby, you guys are a powerful duo, making it work in here. It's so good to be back in this room. It just feels right. I can kind of hear that echoing around of the music, and that's something you don't get in your little closet studio. Acoustics. It's called acoustics. I forgot about that. What? You don't have to talk to me. It's fine. I'm so starved, I'm trying to make the audience talk back to me. I'm just egging them on, teasing them. This is a song that is also on the last record, and it's a really special one to me. The good ones don't lose their potency no matter what changes in your life and how you evolve. I think they stay relevant. This song is called What We Got Is Gold. The night is louder than it's been before. I hear it knocking on my walls and doors, saying soon enough it's time to go. But these precious hours, I keep you close. Of all the nights in recent memory, there were so many you were far from me, and I just heard my heart keeping lonely time, wishing yours was there to echo mine. If the papers would have print old news, they'd say I'm still in love with you. Let the years go by, it remains the same. What we've got is gold, and what it's worth won't change. Well, I fear I turned you upside down when I tore you from your hometown, just to make you wait at home for me and keep this fire alive tirelessly. But if your patience ever reached an end, tell me, baby, what would I do then? Say that it's all right to ease my mind, though you told me so 1,000 times. And if the papers would have print old news, they'd say I'm still in love with you. Let the years go by, it remains the same. What we've got is gold, won't change. All along the road, these faces seem to come and go, but yours, my love, will never fade. If the papers would all print old news, they'd say I'm still in love with you. Let the years go by, it remains the same. What we've got is gold, and what it's worth won't change. Won't change. Thank you. Thanks, guys. I'm not crying. Just so you know. Just fixing my makeup because I know Brandon's videoing this, so I know that what happens, I have learned, I get really into it, I squint my eyes shut, and then, so we don't want raccoon eyes for this video, okay? Okay, let's see. Better keep an eye on the time. You know what? I think it's time for my new electric guitar, which I'm very excited to share with you guys. It's maiden voyage on stage, and very, very pleased with it. I've been having a lot of fun learning to play it. It's a different beast, and it's an Ernie Ball Music Man Valentine model. James Valentine and Freebo hooked me up with the folks at Ernie Ball, and I love the guitar, so it's been really fun for me, and I can't wait to bring it to the studio this summer. Someday I'm gonna have pedals. It's gonna get crazy. I am excited. There's gonna be tremolo in my future. Just watch out. Just haven't quite gotten there yet. I'm a little afraid of having too many. I've got enough to think about already with my, remembering to drink water and looking at my set list, so I'll wait on the pedals. But this is another older song. I wrote this for my father, who's been gone since I was 18, and I think of him every day, and he's found his way into many of my songs. He was a really, really special person, and this is for him. It's called Nothing But You. Gone in a flash, gone in a flame, gone in the dark, gone when I call your name. Under a wave, under the ground, under my skin, and still you hardly make a sound. I look back, still I see nothing, nothing but but you. A cabin floor, a piece of gold. I'd take anything, anything my hands can hold. A dream that lingers in the light and leaves you stumbling back toward that gentle night. I look back, and still I see nothing but you. What if I wake to find I was mistaken this whole time? But if I'd never lost you, you may never have been mine. Gone in the winter, gone in the spring. The leaves were falling high. Then I swear I heard you sing. Summer's come, and I look around. Still you're nowhere. No, you're nowhere to be found. I look back, and still I see nothing. I look within, and still I see nothing. Nothing but you. Thank you. It's nice. It's got a whole different thing. It's got a sustain. It lasts a little longer. It's nice. But it's very different to play than my acoustic, which is a lot higher tension, so you can really dig in. You kind of have to have a little lighter touch. I didn't know. I don't know my own strength, I guess. I'd like to play a song that is yet to be recorded, and I'm so excited to be getting down to Fame Studios in Muscle Shoals this July to record my next album. And I've been preparing for it all year. It's actually been, in a way, a blessing for me that I thought I would be able to go record it last spring, actually, almost a year ago, and was all ready to do that, and of course wasn't able to, but it turned out I had all that time to really focus on my writing, and I think many of the songwriters I know have had that experience, and I know others have had the exact opposite, but it was a really creative time for me. I got to do things that I wouldn't have had time for, like doing all of Julia Cameron's The Artist's Way, and really digging into that creativity, and just I'm grateful for that time. It was a forced reset, and I think I'm really ready, and it feels really good to be up here and get to share these with you now. I've been in training. So this is a song that I started writing here in Boston, and I now live in Los Angeles and have for the last 2 years, which is hard to believe because one of those years didn't exist. But I think I've been there for 2 years. That's what the calendar says. So I grew up here in the Boston area, and I always feel an urge to write at my mom's home. There's a lot of memory and nostalgia and just family history and different people who have come through our lives and have gone on, you know, to this world or the next, and I find that it's always a very fertile place for me. So this is a song that I started on a night there, and I'm glad I stuck with it, and I added another verse to it. So that's the kind of thing I've been up to. I've been able to look at these songs and say, are they really done? You know, is there something else I want to add? So it's called Line by Line. Wouldn't call it early, but it's not too late. I played my hand, I gotta leave the rest to fate. I could lie here crying, I try to understand. The chips are gone, I can't make no more demands. Well, it's hard to face it, I let it get so bad. I stuck a knife into the life I had. Nobody made me do it, and I blame myself. I wouldn't give that power, oh, to no one else. But I'm guilty, I got nothing more to say. I'm not a bad girl, I'm just used to getting my way. I got a dreaming soul from another time, a willing heart and an open mind. If you should care to find, you can read me line by line. My daddy left me, I got a broken heart. It's a good excuse, or it's a place to start. I loved him dearly, and I watched him die, but I caught his spirit, I keep it safe inside. And I'm guilty, to say. I'm not a bad girl, I'm just used to getting my way. I got a dreaming soul from another time, a willing heart and an open mind. If you should care to find, you can read me line by I know you tried, but it wasn't enough. I had a hungry while the flames are high. There's no use waiting, baby, watch me fly. And I'm guilty, I got nothing more to say. I'm not a bad girl, I'm just used to getting my way. I got a dreaming soul from another time, a willing heart and an open mind. If you should care to find, you can read me line by line. Ooh. Thank you. Thank you, guys. All right. Well, I worked this one up just the other day. I've been really enjoying my Patreon page that I started a year ago, and many of you have signed up. And it's been really fun for me because Patreon is where you subscribe to me for as little as $5 a month. And in return for that sustaining, supportive relationship, I share a lot of stuff with my patrons that I'm not sharing elsewhere. So some rough demos, actually a demo of that song that I recorded with a band with Freebo and a drummer in LA. And it's been really fun to be able to put those out somewhere to folks who really, I know, appreciate them and want to hear. So I think Abby's putting that link in the chat, but if you're interested in learning more about my Patreon, just check that out. It's patreon.com/Alice Howe. And we also really appreciate your donations tonight. They are for me and for Passim. So you're not only supporting me, you're supporting this amazing space and the music school and all the work that they do to support the arts and artists in this community. So we love Passim, and we will generously support them. They have supported me, for sure. So anyway, why was I selling that? Because I just did a concert for my patrons the other day that was only for them online, and we did it on Zoom, and we got together and got to hang out afterward for a little bit, and it was all Sam Cooke songs. And I love Sam Cooke. I recorded Bring It On Home on my last record, and I wanted to learn some more of his classic songs, so I did, and this was my favorite one of all, and it's a beautiful song, it's a powerful song, and I think it says so much and has such a universal and important message for where we are at in our country and the change that we need on so many levels, so that all people can thrive and prosper equally. So this song is called A Change Is Gonna Come. I better do this before, as I can't do it while it's happening. I was born by the river in a little tent, and just like that river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. Don't know what's up there, beyond the sky. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Well, I go to the movie and I go downtown. Somebody keep telling me don't hang around. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. And I go to my brother. I said, brother, can you help me, please? But he winds up knocking me down. Back down to my knees. Well, there have been times when I thought I couldn't last for long. Now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. Ooh. Well, there've been times when I thought I couldn't last for long, and now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. Thank you. Okay, she did good. We'll do that again sometime. So I actually, for once in my life, I wrote an up song with the help, up meaning up tempo, you know. Yeah, oh, he's shocked. Great. Well, you've known me for a long time. Yes. I'm trying. Okay. You know, I'm always evolving. So I had written this melody and these words, and actually, you know, I shouldn't even take credit. I brought my melody, my slow melody, and my words of this song to my friend Freebo, who is producing my next record, and we've been working on these songs and demos together, and he made it an up tune. So it all worked out. That's what friends are for. And it's one of those sad up tunes, because then it's like the Beatles had a lot of those. You don't really know, you can't be sad because it feels so good. So this is going to be on the new record, and I can't wait for you to hear it with the band. The band down in Muscle Shoals is gonna kick some you know what, and I can't wait to play with them. It's called Somebody's New Lover Now. somebody. I was stunned into silence with no right to be. Nobody seemed too surprised. I should have known that the joke was on me. Something inside of me changed. Maybe you'll thank me someday, but I got to believe it somehow. You're somebody's new lover now. I couldn't quite make up my mind to run from my life or just wait by the door. You must think you're better off. You won't have to be dragged by my chain anymore. Something inside of me changed. Maybe you'll thank me someday, but I got to believe it somehow. You're somebody's new lover now. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. And I need you to know that I did all I could. Still it all fell apart. I never dreamed it would. I caught a glimpse of the world from up in the clouds, and I couldn't come down. Now I want a taste of it all, and it's nobody's fault I can't stay on the ground. Something inside of me changed. Maybe you'll thank me someday, but I got to believe it somehow. You're somebody's new lover now. Yeah, I got to believe it somehow. You're somebody's new lover now. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, all right. Let's see. Can I squeeze in two more? Okay. All right. If there are any requests on there, don't tell me what they are. I love you guys. I love you. I just don't want to know, okay? I have it all planned out. It always goes badly. Somebody's always like, do that one from 10 years ago. And I'm like, yeah, great idea. And then I start, and it's like, not a good idea. Turns out you have to practice the songs, even if you think you know them. You have to practice your own songs just as often, or they float away. Okay, I think I know what to do. This is, it's another song that I actually already recorded down in Muscle Shoals a couple of years ago, back in September 2019, when I was down there for the initial sessions that kind of led to this whole project coming together. And this is the first song that I had really thought of for the new record. I was driving by myself, and that's always a good place for me to come up with these ideas. And I take voice memos on my phone, and I listen later and bring out my guitar and see what happens. And I was thinking about how just driving across America, and I've seen so many towns in so many states, and sadly, so often it's hard to remember where you are because so many chains across the country. Like there's the Holiday Inn and there's the McDonald's, and it's like, where am I? So it can be a little disorienting, and it just got me thinking about, that whole corporate reality, kind of led me down a path I don't usually go down in my writing, and it was kind of cool. I'm happy with where I went with it, and I finished it scribbling in the back seat on the way down to Fame. When we were on our way to the studio, I needed a chorus, and I didn't know what to say, and it just came to me as we were driving, and Freebo and Jeff Fielder were talking in the front seat, and I just had a little moment to myself. So I find sometimes those like very last minute moments are actually just the right idea comes in those times. This is called Travelin' Soul. I am a traveling soul with a brand new set of wheels. They ask me how I do it. I said I like the way it feels. This is the life I chose, seeking truth along this road. Well, the towns that pass my windows, they all start to look the same. Overrun by corporate greed, disguised as household names. I am a traveling soul, seeking truth along this road. It's the same old two-lane highway and the same old moon above. A world of contradictions and the longing to be loved. I am a traveling soul, seeking truth along this road. Well, it's easy to be running, but so hard to stay behind. I have to keep in motion to ease my worried mind. But the more I see, the more I fear just what I'll find. It's a bitter pill to swallow. The country that you love has a history of violence that is written out in blood. I am a traveling soul, seeking truth along this road. It's the same old two-lane highway and the same old moon above. A world of contradictions, but we're longing to be loved. I am a traveling soul, seeking truth along this road. I could drive all night on this brand new set of wheels. They ask me how I do it. I said I like the way it feels. This is the life I chose, seeking truth along this road. It's the same old two-lane highway and the same old moon above. I'm a world of contradictions, but I'm longing to be loved. I am a traveling soul, seeking truth along this road. Ooh, I could drive all night. Thank you. Thank you. This has been so special, so heart-filling. I am very, very happy to be back in this space. I know I see the light. We all see the light. I think pretty soon we'll be able to be together in person. And I do have a bunch of shows coming up that I've put together. Freebo and I are going to be doing a bunch of shows on our way to Muscle Shoals by car and then all the way up through the Northeast. And I'm going to be announcing those very soon. So keep an eye out for that. And please join my mailing list on my website. Just go to alicehowe.com and sign up. There's a sign up link under contact. You can just put your email in there. I write a couple times a month, and my newsletters are very personal and full of, whatever musings that I feel like sharing, but they're not like inundating, annoying emails, I hope. So I would love if you would sign up, and please follow me on Instagram and Facebook so that you can see what I'm up to, because I try to keep everybody up to date, and I love sharing with you what I'm doing, because I'm very excited about everything that's in store this summer and beyond. So thanks for watching. If you are on the web, thank you for being here. My beautiful little audience, thank you. I am going to end with a song that I love, and I recently recorded a version of it that I put out as a single, and it's a song I often end my shows with because I've warmed up and I can handle it. You can't start the show with Joni. So this is Joni Mitchell's song, A Case of You. And there's actually a video for it now. You can find that on my YouTube of recording it in the studio. And yeah, I've loved this song as long as I can remember. I learned it at summer camp when I was 13, and I've been trying to get it right ever since. I think I might finally be on my way. Thank you. Just before our love got lost, you said, I am as constant as a northern star. And I said, constantly in the darkness, where's that at? If you want me, I'll be in the bar. On the back of a cartoon coaster, in a blue TV screen light, I drew a map of Canada, oh Canada, with your face sketched on it twice. Oh, but you're in my blood like holy wine. It tastes so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, darling, and I would still be on my feet, still be on my feet. I am a lonely painter. I live in a box of pains. I'm frightened by the devil, and I'm drawn to those ones that ain't afraid. I remember that time you told me, you said, love is touching souls. Surely you touched mine, 'cause part of you pours out of me in these lines from time to time. Oh, but you're in my blood like holy wine. It tastes so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, darling, and I would still be on my feet, still be on my feet. I met a woman, she had a mouth like yours. She knew your life, she knew your devils and your deeds, and she said, go to him, stay with him if you can, but be prepared to bleed. Oh, but you're in my blood like holy wine. It tastes so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, darling, and still be on my feet, still be on my feet.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's Alice Howe, folks. Thank you all for tuning in online. Make sure you go to passim.org/stream where you can make a donation and follow Alice on her website and her Patreon page as well. That helps out artists tremendously. And again, your donations here to the show help us towards a reopening process. We're looking forward to having you all back in the room again later on into the summer. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Be well, get vaccinated, be safe. We'll see you soon.
Yes. Thank you.